the sparrow and the basket. They say a creature's whole world can be no bigger than a woven circle of twigs, and for one tiny sparrow, her entire universe fit inside a humble wicker basket, hanging under a quiet farmhouse eave. At dawn, when the sky was still lavender and cool, she fluttered down with a soft chirrup, slipping past the rim of the basket to settle over her speckled eggs. The straw cradled her like warm sunlight. Outside, the farm breathed. A slow, waking hush of mooing cattle, shifting shadows, and the gentle clink of tools. To her, it all felt peaceful, unchanging, eternal. But she never noticed the danger woven into the very walls of her home. The basket wasn't a nest at all. It was the farmer's gathering basket, used every season to harvest apples, peppers, and wild herbs. And today, before the sun reached the ridge of the hills, he would come to lift it. At first, the day unfolded softly. The sparrow hopped to the basket's edge, chirping with pride as she watched the fields shimmer in rising light. She darted out briefly for a drink at the trough, believing she had found the safest place in the world. But far below, a pair of boots walked steadily toward the shed. The door creaked, metal scraped, and the farmer's silhouette filled the doorway. He reached for the hook. The basket trembled. Inside, the sparrow froze, wings half open, eyes wide. To her, the ground suddenly dropped away as the world lurched beneath her feet. The straw shifted. The eggs rolled gently against her breast. Gravity tilted the whole universe. She fluttered frantically, believing the sky itself had broken. With shaking wings, she sprang upward just as the basket rose high into the morning air. She burst into the open sunlight, circling desperately, chirping at the farmer as if he'd stolen her tiny cosmos. He blinked up in confusion, surprised by the fluttering panic swirling around him. Only then did he see the little nest tucked deep inside the basket's lip. His hands softened, his breath quieted, and instead of carrying it off to the orchard, he carefully hung the basket back on its hook. For a long moment, the sparrow hovered in the stillness, watching. The basket steadied. The eggs remained untouched. Slowly, cautiously, she fluttered back to the rim, heart pounding, feathers trembling, and slipped inside again. The farmer smiled, shook his head, and walked away to fetch another container. The world had tilted, but it had not fallen apart. And sometimes the lesson is this. Even when everything seems to shift beneath us, not every change is meant to break our home. Some hands lift us without meaning harm, and sometimes gentleness arrives in the moment we fear it least. If this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.